Hey guys, what's going on? Sorry for not doing these in the last few days. Not much has been going on. And, by the views, not that many people have been watching these as they were when I first started making these less than a month ago. So, I don't know. I, I kind of lost the drive for a little bit, but I am back. And you can see I'm getting stubble again, and I'm probably going to keep it for a while like this, just because I think it somewhat pronounces this a little bit better than just the bare shavenness of my face. I don't know. Um, but yeah, not much else going on. Um, Stuff. I guess I can just highlight what's been happening. Helped around with my brother's new place a little bit. I met with my academic advisor so I can to fix my schedule and stuff and whatever. On was that Wednesday? Wednesday? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was Wednesday. Um, and yeah, that's all fixed now because stupid shit. So go back to some of my previous vlogs and you'll find out why I had to do that. I'm pretty much over that thing. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. So I'm not. Um, I applied for another job on Wednesday as well. So yeah. Um, Haven't heard back from any of my other places that I applied for besides for when I called them to see, like a week ago, to see if they have processed anything, and they're like, we're still accepting applications, well, you know. So, I don't know. I wish you guys could just be like, 2 days later, hey, you want a job, or whatever, because it would be better that way. I was. You could just like know, you know. Um, I've been drawing more lately, which is a plus for me because I love doodling. I've come up for a new cartoon series that I have. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna be making it for a while, but it's something that I want to make someday, and I'm been working on a lot of ideas that I've had into it. So it's a combination of a few things, but it's gonna be good, I think. Um, I'll just describe it as Bill and Ted meets Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's all I'll say about it. But yeah, um, not much else going on. Um, been working on the pool some. It still needs some more stuff in it. It's a little green still, a little cloudy still, and the chlorine's down a little bit. But we've poured a lot of shock in it and a lot of different stuff. Shock is basically chlorine and stuff. And yeah, we just need to pour more shock into it, and maybe that will help. And yeah, hopefully we'll have it ready by the end of this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, and yeah. I guess this is Saturday. I'm still up from Friday. It's about 2:54 a.m., so I guess this is gonna be the Saturday episode. But yeah, hopefully doing this, like taking some time off and then coming back, will help me get back on schedule of uploads because I was uploading them really late, which caused them to be like a day late, but in actuality, I would have actually filmed them the day that stuff act they actually needed to, but they were just taking forever to upload. So yeah, hopefully I can just start doing over uploads and maybe do like stuff during the night. Maybe I don't know. It's whatever. We'll see how it goes. I know Monday I'm gonna film around 7 p.m. and I don't know when I'll be home to upload it, so it might be late. Because I'm going someplace and I want to just film there. Well, not there, but on the way there. Because there'll be another person with me, and I don't know. I feel like that would add some value to some of these vlogs instead of me just talking. And I don't know. I just don't want to keep on doing the same thing every day. So yeah. Um, if I get a job, that will take some time, but yeah. Um, the last episode was the Lego Customs episode. Um, yeah. The mask is okay. I want to get like what is it, proxy putty or whatever, and maybe redo it. I don't know. Um, is it called proxy putty or what is it called? I don't know what exactly it's called, but it's like well, what custom people use. So yeah, I might get some of that and just paint it and whatnot. I'll probably use the same Batman mask. I mean, I just put duct tape and painted it, so it probably won't be that hard to take off. So yeah. Um, but yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. It's just kind of like right now. Um, and plus, I kind of want to get the chest, like, yeah. So I have to buy Legos, and for that, I need to get money. And to get money, I need to get a job. Ugh. So yeah, that's the problem with life. If you want to do something, you need money, and to get money, you need a job. Like, you can't just go out and do whatever because society's fucking bits. But it's whatever. I guess that's just society's rule of life. But it's I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. So let's just move on. Um, Another thing I want to talk about that I've mentioned before in my channel, but haven't really said anything else about it or done anything for it is a long time ago I talked about making a stop motion series called Batman the BA. I still want to do that. I need a new camera because right now I've been filming on my iPhone because my old camera is the flip out screen. The wires don't work anymore, so you have to put your eye in. It's not a good photo camera, and if I'm doing stop motion, you need a good photo camera compared to a film camera because, well, if you're doing stop motion, it's pretty much taking a series of photos. So yeah, um, hopefully I can get like a Canon at some point or something. But yeah, um, I do have a decent amount of Batman figures. I even have the Batcave. Um, so I can probably do Batman BA now with the figures I have. I mean, they're not the highest quality figures because most of them are from when I was a kid. But I can probably do it and be fine. But I want to get some more figures that I didn't wear and tear as a kid. So maybe in the somewhat near future, maybe you'll see a Batman BA thing. But yeah, and I had a thought recently, maybe of just doing a Batman Beyond thing and call it Batman Beyond BA. But I don't know. I like Batman Beyond. Will Friedle, or whatever, however you pronounce his last name, I really like all of his work that he's done. He was Eric on Boy Meets World, which most people know him from, and he was Batman, Batman BA, not Batman BA, Batman Beyond, and he was Lion though in the new Thundercats. He was Unstoppable. Who else was he? He was someone else, but I forget. He was Blue Beetle in the Brave and the Bold cartoon, and I think he was someone else. I actually drew all of the characters that he voice acted, so that might be helpful. Oh, he's going to be playing Star-Lord in the new Guardians animated series. And that's who I was forgetting. And, I mean, that's pretty cool. I would say that the personalities of Eric Matthews kind of lines up with Star-Lord pretty well. And they kind of, Chris Pratt kind of does have that type of voice that Will Friedle provides, and if it's more of like his serious Batman voice, he can pull off Star-Lord pretty well. And speaking of Star-Lord, I actually have the Marvel Legends right here. Yeah. But yeah, I think Will Friedle is a pretty decent actor. I actually just watched the episode of Girl Meets World where he came on not that long ago, and I really liked it. Like, do they actually? Is that a laugh track show, or do they actually show that in front of a live audience and record their laughs? Because I feel like every time he said something, like the laughs were harder than they been before on the show, and that's why I was wondering if, like, before I would assume it was a laugh track, but because of that, I don't know if they do like a live thing. I doubt it's actually live, but I wonder if they have a screening of the show and then record the audience or whatever. I don't know. But yeah. Will Friedle is pretty cool. If I ever meet him, that would be even cooler. Because, I don't know. I was pretty young when Batman Beyond came out, and that was like, I watched the animated series, like Batman the animated series, when I was a kid, but like it was towards the end of Batman the animated series, and when I was really watching it, so I remember watching it, but I remember Batman Beyond slightly more as a kid. It wasn't until later that when they were showing reruns of Batman the Animated Series on TV that I watched it again and really liked it. And now I've seen every episode, of course, but because that's a great show and I love it. But yeah, so, and I still stand to the point that the best scene in Return of the Joker is the flashback scene, and that is a pretty awesome scene, especially if you get the PG-13 version and not the PG version, because it's slightly more graphic and there's actually blood. Like, it's not too much blood, but it's noticeable, I guess. And some of the lines are different, so if you haven't seen the PG-13 version of Return of the Joker, check it out. You can get it on iTunes. You can probably get many places else, but it's on iTunes. So I have it on iTunes. Um, but yeah, I love Batman Beyond. I love the animated series as a whole. I love DC animated universe as a whole, I guess. Justice League, I grew up on that as well, and that was awesome. Like Teen Titans, even though that was somewhat of a different universe, but they were originally planned of Static cameoing on Teen Titans, but they did cameos with Static on Justice League cameos on Static Shock, and Static Shock had a cameo in Justice League. So, I mean, and Batman even name dropped Teen Titans in Static Shock in one of the episodes. It's like Static was like, "Where's Robin?" He's like, "With the Titans." Who are they? You'll find out eventually. Is what he said, or something like that. So you could probably tell that they were planning on that, but they never fell through with that. But that would have been cool. I like Batman. I like Static. No one talks about Static that much though. It was a good show, but no one talks about it as much as Batman the Animated Series or any of the other DC shows. I feel like I think it was just like its own thing for the most part, and that's probably why no one talks about it. Um, I remember some of the Superman animated series episodes, like when he was racing the Flash, and like, was it Hal Jordan or was it Kyle Reiner was in one of the episodes? Then, like, there's a bunch of random stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I just pretty much went on a rant about Batman, didn't I? That lead into Justice League. So, thank you, Will Friedle. You caused me to talk into random TV stuff. Yeah. It feels good talking again to people, even though no one watches this, but I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll do something that goes viral and people will just go back to these and be like, oh, this is what Cloneyoshi was like before this. So, who knows? Also, came up with the idea of forming a comedy band. Now, and like, I want it to be like songs that, like, if you aren't really listening to it, it sounds like a real song, but if you listen to it, you know it's an actual fucking comedy instead of like a real song, like it's just making fun of a bunch of shit. So, yeah. I don't know if that's been completely done before in music. I'm sure it has. Like, I feel like most music, comedy music, like, you can tell is supposed to be funny. Like, of course, you get Weird Al, Lonely Island, and Bo Burnham, but and I guess Beastie Boys is kind of like what I'm going for, or the Gorillas, but I don't know. It's just gonna be like, I don't know, subtle, I guess. Maybe like comedy songs that can work as real songs is with a better way to describe it. Maybe I don't know. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about, even though this is going into 20 minutes and most of these people will probably stop watching, but this is good for me, I feel like mentally, or I guess mentally, because, I don't know, it just lets me reflect on stuff and talk about stuff. When regular life, I just have to bottle it up and stuff. So, it's good for me. So yeah. Um, trying to think if there's anything else to talk about. I'm looking at my Tickle Me Elmo that I've had since like I was 2, maybe 3. Whenever the first Tickle Me Elmo came out, he's right up there. Can you see him? He's with a bunch of random stuff. I have Alf, I have a few Scooby Doos up there. I have Gizmo, then he was behind Stripe. I have a couple Care Bears. Then I have Pikachu, and then that's a Lego Bill's house. So, yeah. I bought it because it looked awesome and I wanted it. And I wish it came with more with Lord of the Rings characters instead of like Bilbo, Gandalf, and the like 4 dwarfs. It came with more. It didn't like it came with the white bearded dwarf, which is cool, but I wish it came with Thorn, but it didn't. It came with like the bald guy, the guy with the animal hat, the fat one, and the white bearded guy. I don't remember all the names because there's like 13 of them, and I mean, most of them didn't really do that much. So, and I don't know. Like Thorn would have been cool, or just Frodo, Sam, maybe, I don't know. But it's cool having that house just because it's an iconic thing, I feel like, and I like it. I wouldn't mind living in a hobbit hole. Um, but yeah. Um, have I ever showed anybody this Darth Vader cutout on YouTube before? Maybe I have, but I don't know if I have. I had that for a while. Since I was a kid, and I just put it in here a long time ago. I kind of like where it's at because it kind of looks like he's like somewhat using the punching bag. But I don't know. I also have a Cortman cutout, which used to be my brother's, but I pretty much took it. But he'll probably never want it back because he's fucking married and now has a kid, and I doubt he would want a South Park related cutout in his home now. But it's fine for me. I like it. If I ever got another cutout, it would probably be a Spider-Man cutout. Or a Deadpool cutout. I don't know. Some comic book stores have like 2002 Spider-Man costumes. I've seen it in a few comic book stores. And I want one of those on display. That'd be like my one mannequin display if I could have one. Is that Spider-Man? And just like put random shit on him, like a Mario hat maybe, or like a, I don't know, like a sombrero or a something. Just like something different, like each month maybe. like each holiday he's dressed up. That would be fun. I would enjoy that a lot. Um, but yeah, um, yeah, I'm just kind of like going off because I don't know. There's not much going on. I think there's more so on TV right now, and it's middle of the night. Nothing's going on for me, and I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I missed you guys. If you're watching all the way through, good for you. I love you because that means you're loyal, and I do like people who are loyal and stuff. That's always been a main character trait that I try to hold myself up to, and I would want the same from others. So, good for you. Want to say book? Yeah. Um, if you watch this all the way through, thank you. Especially if I start getting money from my YouTube videos because you have helped me get to the minutes watch thing or whatever. So thank you. Um, I guess I could probably show some of my toys. The only problem I have with filming on the... Wait, does this do it? No, it doesn't. Maybe it takes a photo while you're filming. The only problem I have with filming is with the iPhone is that you can't switch the camera in mid filming, so you have to turn it around. I wish you could switch the camera around, like while you're filming, but you can't because life's a bitch. Oh, suck my dick. But yeah, I can show you some of my toys I have because, hey, I love you guys, and you guys deserve that. Ugh. Annie's down here. That's my dog, Annie. Say hi, Annie. I got Reptar. I got some Power Rangers and Godzilla stuff. That's the is it Trellent, Raphael, and then this Force Self is Ninja Turtles, pretty much the main characters, and we have some of the secondary characters and like whatever of the main characters that couldn't fit in the Force Self. Then I have Crane's android body down here, random robot, and most of the vehicles down here. Then pieces to the base, and then the second base was up, but then it got knocked down. I decided to put it back together. Yeah, this room's filthy, by the way. Then here's what's my video game stuff. I say most of it because some of it's upstairs, and I'm not going upstairs because people are asleep upstairs. But yeah, there's Aragon and Legolas. Then some of my other random stuff. There's Firehawk. If you guys like Firehawk. I forgot to mention the Star Trek set on here, which is pretty much the bridge. It's pretty much the 90s Playmates figures in this box set. I've been debating about opening it because I like the box set, but I feel like it would just ruin it if I opened it. And I think these figures are pretty cheap. If I can find them for pretty cheap, I'll buy them. So, yeah. And I actually have Jordy over there out of package because I opened them because I like Jordy. But I want to get like all of the next gen stuff and probably get those so I can open them. And I have the Star Trek Turtles, so it would be a nice display. And if I ever like get a bigger display case, I would have it be like Star Wars, Star Trek, Ninja Turtles, and like Universal Monsters having like the Turtles being transferring it from the Star Trek line and the Universal Monster line. I have Freddy and Jason over there, so I'll probably just have like a horror section at some point. Um, so yeah. Um, trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Um, Not much really. I'm kind of tired, but it's whatever. You guys are probably getting tired of me talking if you are watching all of this. Um, but yeah. Um, oh, Deadpool Funko Fabrications over there with some other stuff. Um, I like that Deadpool a lot. It's actually loose. I just put it back in its box because I like the box because it's just pretty much the concept on it, and I like how it looks in the box, and I'll take it out from time just to mess with it. But yeah, I originally was gonna get Rocket Raccoon, but they were like messing around with my order. Like they said it was out of like stock for my thing, but they were still selling it, and like they never sent it to me, so I just canceled the order and got my money back. So I don't know what was up with that. But it was weird, and it's more expensive now than it was when I ordered it. So I don't know if I'll get it. I will eventually, probably, but yeah. And that was gonna be probably my first Guardians thing if it came. Like I ordered it October, and I canceled it probably January because I figured it wouldn't come. But Deadpool, I think, came like a week after. So I don't know what the hell happened with that. And I was kind of like upset about that. Um, but yeah, I guess lesson one when you order from online stuff, be careful. Another online thing that got messed up is that I ordered G.I. Joe sets, and it I think it was the 25th anniversary. Like there were packs. One was the Joe pack. I also ordered the Cobra pack, but I accidentally got sent two of the same Joe pack. But I kept them both because I opened one and I just left the other one in package. I don't really care, but I like I like them. I wish I could have gotten the Cobra pack so I could have some of the core Cobra characters. That's why I bought those packs so I can just have some of the core characters in the classic look without having to overpay on all of them. Where I could just buy them in a pack for like probably about half of much as it would be to buy them all individually. So yeah, um, they make so many GI Joe figures. Well, they used to. I feel like I don't think they make that many GI Joe figures anymore. They probably do. I don't know. Um, Hasbro kind of became weird now. Like they used to be like awesome because they used to release all these high articulated 3-inch figures, and now they're rebooting back to like basic shit. I feel like with the five point articulation, and it's just like, why? Why can't I have the Star Wars stuff that you were releasing like a couple years ago? Like, I'm surprised they are doing that. I wish they could just like I wouldn't mind the 5-point articulation line if it wasn't the main line. But now that's pretty much the main line. It's just like shit. Well, they look cool and they are a nice throwback to the classic figures, and they will probably go well with like those Funko Reactions figures. I just rather have the more articulated figures because those are pretty amazing. Maybe they just ran out and started running out of characters, and so they just started to switch up the style. But I don't know. I thought the Black series would have been the main line, but it's pretty much like the second tier line, and the Black series is pretty much now just 6-inch figures with a few 3-inch figures. I feel like now, and it's just kind of like why even bother? Um. So, yeah. Um. So hopefully, like the more articulated figures don't go up in price that much online, because I like those figures. I want to buy some of those figures. Like, I kind of want to get all of the figures that are based off of the original Star Wars: The Clone Wars show, not the one that just happened. The one that came out in like the early 2000s had a completely different art style. That was about a guy that did sound like Jack, and it looked pretty good. And I liked the stuff in that show, and that was like a good thing from the prequels, and it just kind of disappeared. I do like the other Clone Wars stuff, not that much though, not as much as the original. Like, I like Darth Maul, and I like the Mandalorian stuff, but that's about it. I like everything else I prefer the original Clone Wars too. Um, so I probably will track most of that stuff down, and yeah. Um, so that's pretty much what I've been up to lately. Um, this has gone on for almost 40 minutes, and you guys are either checked out by now or getting really close to checking out. So I guess I'll finish this off here. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, and may the force be with you, and believe in yourself or whatever. Put whatever inspirational thing you want here. Peace out, and I'll check you guys tomorrow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Peace out.